everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Annalisa from Creative Curious Learning and Living, and welcome to Curiosity Month. If you are new around here and you don't know, I am a fan of Curious George. I love the books and the movies, and I love to share those books with my children. And now I'm sharing it with you in Curiosity Month. September 17th is the birthday or anniversary of the first Curious George book ever published. It was published back in 1941. So 93 years ago, we got the fun and silly and curious stories of Curious George. Now this month, I'm going to bring you some Curious George inspired themed videos, and also some videos about how I spark curiosity in my home and my homeschool. So I hope you join me all month long. And if you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and join me here. And usually on my channel, I share homeschool journey, cleaning motivation, home decor, sensory bins, book hauls, and more. So definitely stick around. You're going to see a bit of that in the Curiosity Month as well. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a sensory table inspired by Curious George. So this is going to be a Curious George sensory table. So I usually create sensory bins, but I also recently set up a sensory table with two old coffee tables. I put one down and then I flip the other one upside down and I put that on top, and then there's like edges around so the stuff doesn't fall out. So I'm so excited to share with you this sensory table. You could definitely do this in a normal sensory table with like the bins and stuff as well, and put some of the stuff maybe on top of the table on the edges. But this is how I did it in my homeschool, and it was fun to create more of a 3D sensory experience. We use Trofast bins for our sensory bins. You can go ahead and check out my sensory bin playlist here on my channel if you want to see all of the sensory bins that I have created over the years. But I am creating a sensory table this time that is Curious George themed. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you that, and then I will be back to wrap up this video. So I have my shirt here that I'm going to be using for this project. This is a 6 to 12 month shirt, so none of my kids no longer fit this. So for Curiosity Month, we are switching it up. So just showing you the shirt, and then I will cut this apart. I definitely need to go ahead and get myself some better scissors. I feel like I have fabric scissors, but they just don't work as well anymore. So this project definitely gets messy, like this shirt says. You're going to see I definitely need to invest in some spray adhesive as well. Here is the canvas board from Dollarama. So I'm going to open this up and get started on this project. Sometimes I like working with the hot glue though, because you get more of a textured look. But if I continue making these projects, which I think I will, I might go ahead and get a spray adhesive or a fabric adhesive. But now we are going to cut this down, and like I said, this project is going to get messy. I did line it up, but then when I started to glue it, it wasn't lining up, so then I had to take off the t-shirt fabric and try again, line it up, cut some things off, and just keep on rolling. But hey, life gets messy and things don't always go according to plan, but you gotta keep rolling with it and keep on trying and make the mess, make the bad situation work. And that's what I did with this project. So stay with me and see how this turned out, or see the process. So I'm just cutting the tag off. I like to put this on the back so I have a keepsake. Remember, oh, this was the kids' 6 to 12 month shirt, and I'm pretty sure we've had this since my oldest was a baby, but we didn't always put t-shirts on them when they were like 6 to 12 months, but We got some Curious George ones from, I believe Old Navy had a bunch of them at some point. So we either bought them ourselves or were given them, and they wore them a few times. So this shirt was still in a really, really good condition. But I'm so glad that we can turn it into a keepsake, and this will be another decor piece in our homeschool room. I'm going to be having to switch these out because I keep creating fun decor pieces. So right now it seems to fit onto my canvas, but as I start gluing it down, I think it just gets stretched out with the hot glue. The spray adhesive would probably help with this more because you could line it up better, but do not worry, we are going to fix this. We are going to roll with it, and we are going to make a messy situation work in the end. And I really like how it turned out. I love the texture and the different elements, how everything was added in the end. So I'm going to hot glue this and adjust it as needed and have fun with this DIY project. And this has been sped up for you because this was quite a time-consuming process, and it took me, I want to say, around like 30 minutes, but I have condensed it to 9 minutes for you. And if you want to see more crafting, DIYs, card making, definitely check out my other channel. It is called Faith Dream Create. I started that channel before I started this channel, and that is where I share my card making, Bible journaling, DIY projects every once in a while. And I just started sharing junk journaling over there. I've been wanting to make a junk journal for so long, and I finally did. So now we are going to go ahead and continue working on this project and getting it adhered down. And then I'm going to have to readjust, and then I'm going to cut the What a Mess on the bottom off, and then I'm going to have to get the fabric adhered down and then add the What a Mess back in without interfering with the mess of ice cream all over the floor too much. So you're going to see that as we go along. So as you can see, the bottom part has been cut off, but we're going to fix that with the What a Mess, because now you see that there's no What a Mess sentiment or words. It just says messy. But I'm going to come in and adhere the What a Mess, and I love the 3D effect of this with the hot glue. Adds to the chaos. I think it's really funny that this project didn't really turn out as easy as I thought it would, and that the shirt said messy, what a mess. You know, Curious George. He's always getting into some kind of trouble. Usually he fixes it, or the man in the yellow hat comes and fixes it. But a good classic Curious George book is getting himself into trouble, and how does he get out of it? What is the problem? And I think that Curious George books can really teach kids problem solving and just like, what would you do in that situation? How could you avoid what Curious George was doing? So many different things to learn from the Curious George books. So we are going to keep adhering things here, making sure that everything is adhered down. And then I will be able to come in with some paint and paint the edges. So I hope you are enjoying Curiosity Month here on my channel. If you are new, I love Curious George, and I love that you are here. You are getting my creative side with this project, and then other videos you're getting my How Do I Spark Curiosity in my homeschool, and how do we have fun here in our home while we homeschool. Love it. Alright, so we are almost done with this part of the DIY project, and then we're going to go ahead and paint the edges. So I'm going to grab out some orange paint the paint that I had did not really match the orange from the shirt that much, but I just picked the closest orange I had, and I like that it's a little bit different than the orange on the front. I think it just adds a little bit more to it. So painting the edges all up, and then that is the finishing touches of this project. It was a process. It was chaotic. It was messy, but in the end it turned out okay. And I really like this. And if you watched my first curiosity video last Monday, you would have seen this in the decor as we decorated for Curiosity Month and had a bit of a party, kicked it off. And we can definitely go ahead and hang this on our wall in our homeschool room or our dining room, because we homeschool in our dining room. So finishing up all of the details, and then I will go ahead and show you the DIY decor piece up close. And then we will finish off this video. Yes, please, I love this. So here is the finished project. Alright, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I made this canvas, and I hope you try out this project too for great memories and decor on a budget. I think these are like $2.50 at the most, and then you already have the shirt, and then of course I used hot glue. Fabric adhesive would be so much better, or like a spray adhesive, but I kind of like the dimension that came into this as well. But thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you join us here, and hopefully we can inspire you along the way. Definitely come back again for more curiosity videos, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload and you don't miss a video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.